Rana Saab, is PDM dead?
Is alive, and I think PDM on its way has had a lot of success.
It is alive. Can you feel the pulse, sir?
Yes, I saw the pulse by today's polls given by IPSOS and Pulse consultants in NA75, and the polls and the survey was saying that PMLN is ahead of all parties in Dhaka. So I think PDM has made its mark. We did it in
PDM
the
or PMLN? I'm sorry. PDM was never an electoral alliance, save the Senate election.
Electoral alliance, but the first phase dealt with putting up a narrative that this hybrid regime is not working, and interference into politics, into judicial decisions, independence of judiciary, media, the foreign policy, inflation, all of that. And we talked about these things, and we talked about the common man, the problems being faced by them, and that narrative was bought by the people of Pakistan, and hence we saw the results in the by-election. So yes, the plan has been delayed about the long march, and the main reason is that the second biggest opposition party, People's Party, had reservations about giving their resignations before the long march, and we thought that this long march would not be effective without the resignation. I think the purpose of resignations is that the government falls. So with the People's Party not participating or delaying the decision, I think it wouldn't be a wise decision politically to go ahead and do it. So that is probably the main reason why we're not going alone ahead with it. So that's my answer.
Yeah. Is there a possibility of some kind of reconciliation between the government and your party?
You see, but today if there is a need of the day, it is for a charter of economy, and for that a consensus to be built, and so that the economic policies we take them out of the politics of the country, and no one should play politics on the economy. And Shahbaz Sharif Saab, when he was elected as the opposition leader, not once but I think several times he spoke in the National Assembly saying that we need a charter of economy and we need to build consensus on that. So obviously, if such a gesture comes from the government, the opposition, even if not wanting, will be forced to think or rethink about its moves of ignoring the government's call. But what is most important here, Patapi Saab, I believe, is that the accountability drive of this government has been a farce. It has been filled with a media trial. It's been filled with mudslinging and making sure that you play below the belt and you try to throw as much dirt possible on the media, on the opposition. We love our army for that. My whole family background is from the army. We love Pakistani soldiers and we salute them. We are secure because of them, and we salute them for this service. But what we're talking about is the service beyond the Constitution mandates them to do. It is going beyond their oath. So we are talking about those moves, not the normal their duty. We salute them for their duty, and we have to discuss them. We have to implement the Constitution of Pakistan. We have to improve democracy in Pakistan. We have to strengthen the institute.
Yeah, but you realize that when you talk about democracy, every citizen has a vote. And the people who are in uniform are also citizens in uniform, right? So they will always have an opinion, and you cannot actually say that your name magically appeared in Panama Papers. That was a dump that was created not by Pakistani government, by foreign media organizations. And in that dump, your leadership's name comes, so somehow Pakistan's establishment is conspiring against you, sir. You'll have to actually work out a rhetoric that is not merely a rhetoric. Is it not true?
Okay, this is how I'll respond to that. Your judiciary ranks 120 out of 128 in the world. Is it an independent judiciary? Is it a judiciary which is working? for the people of Pakistan to solve their problems where they're supposed to do.
Is the Election Commission of Pakistan independent or not?
When we see that the foreign funding case has not been solved since the last 7 years, obviously you're going to, raise questions. Why not? If
Are you